Today's episode is brought to you by Forvis Mazars.
SoundCartel.
From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. Have you heard of flat franchising? Well, Michael Black, founder and CEO of Success Tutoring, has rapidly grown his franchise into a national brand and intends to upend the traditional franchising model with a flat approach, breaking away from the more rigid corporate-style structures. Michael explains the system to Jeff Waters.
Franchising is a flat structure. So when you think of an organisational structure, it's usually like a pyramid. Whereas flat franchising is when it's flatted all out, where everyone's on the same page and everyone's here for the similar goal and similar expansion plans. And so what we find is in franchising, especially a lot of established brands, they've got more of a triangle approach. It's like a organizational structure in a corporate setting. Now, the reality is, Jeff, we've got franchise partners all across the country looking at getting out of the 9 to 5. And so we don't want them to get out of the 9 to 5 and get into another 9 to 5 job, right? So that's what we're about. We're about creating a structure that is the future of franchising, and that is ensuring that everyone's on the same page. And we're here to support and we're here to grow. Franchise partners are not there to report to a franchisor or regional franchisor or CEO or area manager or whatever the case may be. We're all together as a team growing at the same pace, and we're all there on the same ride.
If you're in that traditional model, which of course most franchisors are, then there can be very, very strict rules that have to be complied with. How do you conduct that sort of part of the business?
How we do things is we've got a variety of different support team members, and these team members are all specialize in different areas of the business. So some specialize in marketing, others specialize in resource creation, others specialize in growth. And so we've got a variety of different people in support office where franchise partners can lean on. We've got a very good communication system as well, where anyone within the network can communicate with anyone one-on-one and direct. So we've got a really good system internally, which allows anyone to message me. I can message anyone. Anyone in the organization, regardless of what position they are in the organization, can message each other.
But does this mean, I suppose, that it is a more flexible situation for your franchise partners than they would normally experience?
Well, the reality is, Jeff, that with franchising, one of the key benefits of franchising is we get to learn from each other. And the fact is, franchises continue to grow every single year because of that fact. People can learn from each other. And what some of the best ideas come from franchise partners. Support office is great, right? But franchise partners are also great, and we're all great together. So one benefit that we have is because we've got so many locations, we can lean on and learn from what works in some areas and what doesn't work in other areas, and then pretty much all learn together. It's like having a data set of information that you can refer to. And so that's the benefit of having a flat structure where anyone can communicate with everyone, because what that allows to do is a free flow of information, and it allows ideas to run rampant within your organization, which is great, and allow us to continue to grow for that common goal.
So you're willing to make changes to your business, to the head business, if they're worthy, if suggested by a franchise partner?
Absolutely, Jeff.
There are a lot of McDonald's and fast food, other franchisees who would just love that opportunity.
Well, we take all feedback on board, and that's so important. The reality is, Jeff, that the customer is the king, right? That's the reality, the customer. It's whatever the customer wants. So that's what we're focused on. Franchise partners, head office, staff, tutors, everyone within your organization is focused on one thing. And that one thing is making sure we get the best results for the students, where we motivate, inspire, and uplift. So that's our goal, right? And that's what we remain focused on.
So tell us how this system is working. How is it reflected in the way your business is growing?
With our communication system across our network, what we find is it's really beneficial for franchise partners, support staff, and all members of the organization to be able to collaborate on ideas. So that's why we have a flat structure of franchising whereby people can communicate with one another. We're not about different hierarchies or reporting structures or anything like that. We're about having that similar goal, which is to motivate, inspire, and uplift students to reach their full potential, and ensuring that everyone's on that same page and allowing us to all grow together as a team.
It's very interesting model, but is it something that you thought of yourself, or was this something you've picked up from elsewhere?
Jeff, we're in a really good time at Success Tutoring right now where we can learn from past experiences of other franchise systems. Success Tutoring is one of the newest and fastest growing franchises in Australia and will continue to grow across the globe. And so one of the key things that we've figured out is a lot of franchise systems run like a corporate structure. And people are trying to get out of the corporate life. They're not trying to get back into it. So that's the reality. We're building a community. We're building a network of franchise partners that are all motivated to achieve the same goal, which is to motivate, inspire, and uplift students. So I believe this is the future of franchising. This is the future. This is where organizations are going to go towards, because people don't want to feel like they are in a corporate environment, because people have just had enough. People have had enough of the 9 to 5. They want to, especially after COVID. COVID was a great time. It really stopped everyone in their tracks, and they started questioning their life, their existence. Like, is this what I want to do for the next 40 years? Is this what I want to do? I mean, am I proud of what am I doing? Am I happy with it? I mean, a lot of people get caught in the rat race and they're like, they don't even have time to think. They go home, they're tired, they cook, or they might quickly grab fast food because they're so busy and they just can't think. But COVID allowed people to think. And so people just don't want to be in 9 to 5 jobs anymore. And we don't want to create a copy of what they want to get out of at Success Tutoring. And we all want to have that same goal, which is to motivate, inspire, and uplift students.
That's Michael Black, founder and CEO of Success Tutoring. Business Essentials Daily is a SoundCartel podcast. Producers are Nick Schildberger, Chris Ashmore, Jeff Waters and myself. Technical production by Pete Letts. I'm Nicole Goodman. Thanks for listening. We'll bring you more Be Daily next week. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Forvis Mazars. To find out more, visit forvismazars.com/au. That's FORVISMAZARS.com/au.